Hello, and welcome to another episode of Love 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jermaine.
And I'm Jay Trent.
I tell y'all, as soon as that timer went down, some ad in the background started playing, and I thought that was something else. I thought that was from one of y'all computers. But I just heard a buzzer sound, and it was just basketball, and I was like, "Whoa, I didn't know this did that." But it was that. Yeah, today, of course, we're talking about our game of the week. We'll be talking about maybe some draft stuff. The Jay put together a wonderful graphic on the AP top 12 and how historically that has made a lot of that's been like the thing. If you're not in that top 6, you're probably not gonna win. So probably that. Yeah, whatever else comes to mind, y'all know how things go. So I guess if we want to talk about the games of the week or game of the week first.
We also have to get to national award races. We did not get to it last week.
Oh yeah, we did.
We're gonna start there.
We can if that's.
Yeah, let's start there. There's gonna be National Player of the Year, National Freshman of the Year, National Defensive Player of the Year.
Man, you muted?
Am I muted? Can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, were you doing this and you were just not talking on purpose?
I was talking. You didn't hear me?
Bruh, when I swear to God, I did not hear you just now. I thought you okay. I can hear you now though.
What did I say? Oh, National Player of the Year, National Freshman of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. They'll do like all the hoop hall player and player awards, AP All-Americans, and is there something else? So the top 10 All-Americans. Is there something else?
I think that's
I feel like the easiest one is probably Player of the Year. I feel like Sarah Strong is. I don't want to say she's clear cut the winner, but she's kind of clear cut the winner. I especially since UConn is very likely to go undefeated. It's either Sarah Strong or Lauren Betts at this point.
Yeah, I feel like right now Sarah Strong has to be the front runner. And part of that is because UConn has just been so dominant. And, they're coming off a championship. They were ranked preseason number 1. They haven't come off that spot. They haven't lost a game. So all of that taken into account, she's going to be considered the favorite, and she should be.
I don't have a reason to disagree. I'll play devil's advocate in other places, but this will not be the time. I don't have a reason to disagree.
National Freshman of the Year. I feel like it's gonna be Aliyah Chavez, but I feel like this one's a little bit more debatable. But I think Aliyah Chavez is probably gonna win.
Like a week ago, I would have been like, maybe somebody else can win this. But after she brought that belt out, oh my God.
That one performance is the reason why she's gonna win?
Because she was already like, bruh, again, I hate talking like barbershop talk. That's a dog, bruh. You 4 for 14 for the game, and you drop 15 points in overtime with you scoring 15 points in overtime as a team is a lot.
Not only
you scored 15 by yourself.
Not only that, scoring 15 points in overtime on 100% shooting against that defense. I mean, now I will say, and of course we got a lot more South Carolina stuff to get into, but their defense, the ball pressure, it was there. Like for 4 quarters, they had her going through it. Like she was struggling. And in OT, I don't know if something just clicked or she just got hot or what. because it
Bro,
wasn't like
that first one go through and was like, it's over for you.
yeah, it was like, oh, okay, no, this is over with. Like you saw it when she hit that first one. I was like, oh, okay, I see now.
Bro, what's that second shot went in? I say, yeah, suck on your cut, buddy.
I know. I feel like no. Honestly, though, I feel like once she saw that first one go in, she was like, "Oh, this game is over. I can do whatever I want." Like the
Yeah,
second
when
one, it was kind of like I'm just gonna throw this bitch up. But
see, the first one, she knew it was over. The second one was when everyone else knew it was over. It's just like, bro. But again, this is why we promote emptying that clip, because she could have very easily been like, I'm 4 for 14 right now. It's not no point in me trying to force up more shots. But she said, nigga, I'm about to shoot the hell out of this because that's what I came here to do. And that shit worked. I have nothing but respect for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do too. I will say I don't think it's like no longer a debate. I do think there's a chance for Jazzy Davidson to like gain ground here. What I do think is this is going to be the performance that people will look back at and be like, but remember when she did that? Like this will be that. I don't know that that's enough to guarantee that she wins it. I do think she's currently the front runner though.
I think what's oh sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think I think that it would, to me, it was I had like made a video in like the first of the year, and I was like, it feels like it's either gonna be Jazzy or Aliyah. Jazzy's load was so heavy that it's like, and USC was doing pretty decent at the time, which I don't really know how much your team record matters too much, because like I'm looking back at some of these records, like, and this is maybe USBWA, they did National Freshman of the Year, and last year was Michaela Blake's. Vandy wasn't a top team. Juju won before that. They were good that year. Tanaya Latson won her freshman year. Anissa Morrow, Caitlin Page shared one. Aliyah, Ryan. So I feel like I feel like your team needs to be good, but you don't got to be that good.
I think the problem is USC has been on such a like up and down, and at one point they was on a big skid, and I think that's kind of hurt. And I feel like, and I'm sure this will be a debatable statement, but to me it seems like Aliyah is the de facto number one on that team, at least as far as the number one scoring option. I guess you could argue who is technically better between her and Reagan Beers, but it seems like they expected Aliyah to put that ball in that basket at the very least. And I feel like with at USC, I mean, Cara Dunn has been amazing recently. And I think it's kind of overshadowed all of what Jazzy Davidson has done. Because I remember at one point, I think it was early December, where, I mean, we were laughing because she basically had the Asia thing going on where she led her whole team in every statistical category. And it's like, this is not a good sign. And it was not. So yeah, I think that has hurt her. But I mean, outside of them, I really liked we raved about Aubrey Galvin. She has looked very poised along Vanderbilt's run. I really like Zoje Uche, or some people, which is, and this is weird, but some people have her the first name as last name and last name as the first name. So I don't know what way you're supposed to say it. So I hope that I am saying it correctly, because that's not our bag. But she has looked fantastic for Syracuse. Like one of the best two-way players to me. This is a promising.
She's been in and out of like the top 5 in the country in blocks, like the whole year. And she's actually not the only freshman that's been doing that. But
The other one, Madison Francis.
She's
a
also
part of my demons.
Oh God.
Oh, that's right. Hale State.
Hell,
And both of them were also players of the week at one point. So shout out to them. But yeah, I if I had to give it to someone right now, I would give it to Aliyah. But it's definitely not as clear cut as National Player of the Year is.
Nah, the thing about Freshman of the Year is there's so many angles to look at. Like, of course, people are going to be drawn to the leading scorers among freshmen, but there is more to it than that. Like, I know that people were talking about Quinones for UConn. I believe that she is she top 3 on the team in scoring right now? I believe she is. I don't know if they'll consider her carrying a heavy enough load to be firmly in the conversation, but to be top 3 in scoring on an undefeated team, there is something to be said for that.
Yeah, she's been so she's been so good, dude. Like, you can already there's some like mistakes she makes as a freshman, but like she got in that. Who did they play? What was it? Let me go back to their game log. Was it the Iowa game? I think it might have been. Yeah. She had 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists in 20 minutes and shot 4 for 5 from the floor. I'm like, this lady kind of the truth now. Like, I feel like people, they said she wasn't, I don't think she was ranked because she's a non-American player, but I was like, bro, she kind of like, you can just see it in like the way she moves that like, this is talent. Like, this is real talent that, I mean, I'm not surprised that she comes off the bench, but like she does a lot for that second UConn unit. And she's actually really, really fun to watch, and like a player that's definitely gonna grow into being one of UConn's, like a top UConn player. She's been super fun. Other people that I feel like at the time, Lauren Whitaker from Gonzaga was, at the beginning of the year, she was leading the country in double doubles.
I didn't realize she was average. She's averaging 20 and 10.
She's insane. Like that, like she's really hooping. I need to see if they won that other. I think the other day she went 11.
They lost to Oregon State in the OT, and she had 37 and 14.
Yeah, that's what it was. I know they were sick about that game too, because I had cut the game on and it was a questionable call. As soon as I cut it on, I said, "Oh, this is gonna end well." And so they went into overtime. So I was like, "Oh well, it definitely didn't end well."
It was very, very y'all lost, not me.
Very much. Who else has been fun? I've also like Naomi White, I think is still like top 10 in the country in scoring. You know who actually impressed me? Nia Poldo.
I was going to bring this game up.
In the Kentucky game?
Yeah, I was going to bring that game up.
Oh!
She had what, 21?
Hey, when I say she was catching it and letting that bitch go, I said, "Oh, she don't care." like almost every time they gave her it, she let it fly. I said, "Oh, she is okay, girl."
Very, very big fan of players like that. Please let that shit go.
And then she had like the game. It was kind of, I mean, we gonna get to Kentucky just like falling apart in that game. We will get to that later, but Mia had got like the game-winning like steal at that point. She was like right in there. I'm like, girl, you did your big one today. And you know, Tennessee also has like a bunch of freshmen. I think they have like 4 or 5 freshmen on their team. Mia really stood out to me. I've liked Jada Civil all year. She's been really good. I I think Denia Prawl has also been very good for them. So their little freshman class is actually really fun. I don't feel like any of them like would stand out enough to be National Freshman of the Year, but they have a really good group. I really hope they all stay together. Who else do y'all like? I've also liked. I've also liked Zakiya Johnson at LSU. And it's been interesting. I feel like she's played really well when she's gotten the starting nod. I mean, she plays well off the bench too, but I'm interested with how like Kim like keeps rotating them and like who she's deciding to go with who on what week. But I feel like she always plays really good minutes. Grace Knox, I don't know if she feels like an energy player to me. Like she comes in and she just has like really great energy, always hustling, like doing all the little things. So she's also been like really fun to watch. I don't know if they're still averaging double-digit points though.
Let's see.
I wonder where Aliyah Crump would be if she did not have that big break, because she didn't play like all of December, if I'm not mistaken.
Grace Knox is still averaging 10 points.
She's still averaging 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, she hadn't scored 8 points against Florida, but she had 19 against Texas A&M.
Oh wow, that's pretty. Yeah, her Zakiya and Grace are still averaging 10 points a game, which like LSU still having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this 6 different players, 7 different players in double figures, averaging double figures is fascinating. What other freshmen do we like? Oh, we just briefly talked about Maryland. I mean, they're kind of, we're praying for them this season, so we're not really too worried about them. But Addie Mack is playing really well at Maryland. She's playing very, very well. Let me see what she averaging.
Did you mention Laura Samafi? I feel like I know you liked her.
I did not, because Stanford want to be good, but they just lost to somebody that I feel like they shouldn't have lost to, and that made me mad. Addie Mack currently averaging 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal in a game. 45% from the floor. The 3-point percentage, we'll close our eyes, and 89% from the free throw line. So she, not bad. Okay. That's not bad.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
5'9". She's had some good games, and obviously, like I feel like she's had to take on a bigger role. I feel like she's had to take on a bigger role just with Maryland's injuries, but I feel like she's been doing all right. I kind of like her. What she's been able to do. She's been fun to watch.
A freshman who will not win, because her team is not any good, but somebody who's like been playing like very well. And the reason I started paying attention to her is because I started when we've been doing the graphics for stat leaders. Kira Reynolds, who was at UT Arlington, she's averaging 12 and 8 with 2.9 blocks per game. Now, UT Arlington is not very good, but she is the driving force behind that team.
No, she's good. She's really, really
I remember, good. I feel like that was her. I feel like she had like a viral stat line in a game when she was in high school, and I wish I could remember it right now.
She had like a
quintuple double
or something crazy like that. Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, that was her. Okay, but yeah, she's.
I got you. It was 14 points, 18 rebounds, 12 assists, 11 steals, and 10 blocks.
Like that's just fake. That's fake sport. Fake sport. Like I don't know. Like fake sport.
But yeah,
I would if I was if I played against her, I think I would rather someone give me 60.
Yes, no, absolutely. Because at least you're like, oh, okay, well, we just couldn't stop her from scoring, and that's just that. But it's like, no, she's doing everything. She's scoring. She on the glass. She playmaking on offense and defense. There's nothing you can do. I would be sick.
Like, and I feel like over the course of like if you play high school basketball all 4 years, like it's gonna be some if you playing it anywhere that matters, it's gonna be some people that drop like 40, 50, 60 sometimes. And like it's gonna be insane. But it's not like terribly, terribly uncommon. But like a nigga drops a quintuple double, that is never happening in your lifetime. Like imagine watching a quintuple double got dropped on your head. What does your coach say at halftime? What does your coach say at the end of the game? Somebody did something that people just don't do in the history of that of basketball. People don't do that. Quintuple. But just go ahead and score. When Lisa Leslie said she scored 116 minutes, just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, no, I'd much rather that. Like, please do me like that.
I can't think of a number of points I would rather. Like the highest amount of points you like, bro. The quintuple double, nah. That means we could do nothing. Like nothing.
Next award is Defensive Player of the Year, and the Naismith, they put out their Defensive Player of the Year watch list, which I believe has 25 players on it. People were upset about some omissions, but
look, I will just say people are upset that AZ4 did not make the list. I also seen a little people. I also saw a singular tweet about Kiki Rice not making it, which is intriguing to me. Not saying Kiki Rice is a bad defender, but I'm intrigued by that thought. Which like AZ's a good defender, so I get it, but also guys, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
This is my thing, and I just said this before we started. But one person is going to win this award. If you're complaining about one name, about not seeing one name on a list that has 25 people on it, maybe it's you. I don't know. It's fine, and I'm not saying they got the list right, because there are certainly some names on here that I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, it's all like, it's not that big of a deal. Like
it's really window dressing, because the person who wins is not going to be somebody undeserving. It's just like, it reminds me of the conversations where people be like MVP award races, and it's like only one person is going to win this award. So I don't.
But you gotta do the ladder, guys. You gotta do the ladder.
If my favorite player is not fifth out of 7 people, I don't really, because if they fifth, that means they're probably not gonna win regardless. So I really don't. It really don't matter to me at that much.
I feel like I need to pull up this list. I don't.
I have.
This is where I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and
okay.
I would like Hannah Hidalgo to be recognized for her greatness one of these days. I so wish Notre Dame didn't stink. Like,
no, she really should have won it freshman year,
bro. What's she averaging?
Like,
5 steals a game right now?
And unfortunately, I will be controversially saying that Cam Brink didn't deserve that her senior year, but she had to walk away with something. I will be standing on that. They should have won.
And then got walked down by Audi, and Kiki saved her. Then she fouled out in her last game. But averaging 5 steals a game, And Hannah is not no taller than a bookshelf.
Not too much. Not too much.
Hannah Hidalgo could fit in your pocket. And she's averaged 5 steals a game. Come on now. It's crazy. I feel like what's gonna happen is they're gonna give it to her. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised they do her like what they did with Cam, where they give it to her senior year, and it's probably not gonna be like that good of a defensive season, at least comparatively speaking. But the team is gonna be a lot better, and they can't not award her eventually.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's not a team award, but it's a team award.
Yeah.
But she had 10 steals against Miami, and she had 34, 6, and 8 steals against Clemson, and they lost. She played all 40 minutes. What more can I do? What more can I do? And it's not like she shot like shit. She shot 11 for 24 or 11 for 21.
I'm telling you, they cannot keep losing the efficient Hannah Hidalgo games. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. The defensive player of the year. Can you share your screen, Jay?
Oh, let me pull it up. Yeah.
Because I want us to look at this just to look at some of the. I'm not gonna call anybody out. I just will talk about the people that I like on this list.
All right, let's do that then.
Is Hannah on? Oh, Hannah is on here. Okay.
Yeah, she is. Let me pull it up. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, okay.
Does it let you?
Yeah.
Oh, before you pull that up, this has nothing to do with defensive thing, but Washington and Maryland are going in double OT.
See, I knew that game was gonna stay close.
I thought Washington was gonna win it. They was up by one and one. Anyway.
All right, so this is just the first half of the list. So we got KK Arnold, Reagan Beers, Lauren Betts, Michaela Blakes, Madison Booker, Kennedy Cambridge, Talasia Cooper, Julia Delon, Jazzy Davidson, Joyce Edwards, Toby Fournier, Madison Francis, Malaysia for Wiley.
If I had to pick a person from this page that wasn't named Lauren Betts, low key, I might pick Kennedy.
So Kennedy Cambridge, I believe, I know for a fact she's still top 5 in the country in steals. She was number 2 for the longest. I believe she dropped to 3 or 4 last week, but she's been a constant as far as the steal numbers this year. Yeah, I'm with that. Malaysia was also in the conversation for steals. She hasn't been as consistent there. I think she dropped out of the top 5, but I believe she's still in the top 10.
Not named Lauren Betts. I also like Toby Fournier.
I'm not even gonna lie, her offensive game clouds my judgment, so I cannot.
See, what I can appreciate
that award, but I'm gonna be honest. It
clouds me. Listen, I understand, but what I can appreciate about Duke is that they're gonna be in hell offensively, but so will you. Duke games be 50 to 56.
Jazzy though, honestly, Jazzy would probably be my like third pick from this group.
I can see Jazzy winning one before her collegiate career is up.
Absolutely,
I'm with that. All right, second half of this list, we've got Rory Harmon, Jordan Harrison, Hannah Hidalgo, Uche Izoje, Raven Johnson, Rashonda Jones, Latasha Lattimore, India Nivar, Camille Pierre, Nasira Pryor, Clara Strack, and Sarah Strong.
outside of my Hannah Hidalgo bias, I really like, of course, and outside of Sarah Strong, but I really like Clara Strack.
I can't. She also been pissing me off lately, so she's cooked. She's cooked. I'm over her. Mine. I feel like this list is because it's. I see the Hannah. I loved Uche. Raven, honestly, Raven Johnson. Yeah, but Sarah Strong too. I don't know. If I had to pick from this list, it's either Raven or Sarah.
I think what I appreciate about Raven is that I think her defensive game isn't as like gaudy, I guess. Like you,
She don't have
I
the
mean,
counting stats. She don't
yeah,
have enough.
yeah, she'll now she do be having a couple rips a game, but like she just gonna lock you up, and that's just gonna have to be your position ends. Like, and she gonna make you shoot some bullshit. Now, and Michaela Blake's ended up had a pretty solid game regardless, but she did block Michaela Blake's 3 times in that Vanderbilt game.
And those are all 3 blocks that she had in that game. Listen,
she blocked her 3 times. Like she was like, "Listen, not here."
And that's actually the funny part. Is like, Michaela Blake's had like 18 or 20 in the first half. She ended the game with like 26. And who was her primary defender in the second half? Raven Johnson. So it's like the counting stats are not always there, but she absolutely like gets down and defends and like alters shots in a way that I feel like we don't really see a lot with guards. Like Hannah's thing is like she's gonna catch you in the passing lane. Like don't throw no lazy pass around her because it's going the other way. But like Raven is like basically gonna sit in your lap, and so it's yeah.
So for when y'all are watching for Defensive Player of the Year, and I know it's going to depend on what position you're looking at, but what do y'all value on ball pressure more or rim protection more?
I feel like personally, I value. I think I can understand that rim protection is more valuable because at the end of the day, off-ball defense is going to be more valuable than on-ball for the most part. Because you can only guard one person, but like off-ball defense and you can roam, I feel like that's just too much. But I can appreciate one-on-one defense, and because I feel like being a really good perimeter I feel like being a really good perimeter defender is harder. Like staying in front of somebody for a whole 20, 30 seconds and trying to lock up and then steal the ball, I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that's harder than coming across the weak side to catch somebody slipping. And both of them are valuable. Like that is not to diminish what being a rim protector is. But I feel like being a full pressure 94 feet on ball defender, like I feel like that's exhausting. Like being in somebody's pocket for a whole possession is exhausting.
And it's a level of like anticipating their movements that you kind of have to do, right? Because you got to beat them to the spot, and that's, you know what I'm saying. If you're going against some great offensive talent, like it might throw it a behind the back across, like it could get really complicated for you. So I think I agree with that. I do, and I think sometimes too. I think over the years, I feel like I used to be very high on the rim protection. But then like feel like a lot of times lately, like folks be fouling. It'd be a foul. And I just I don't know, girl. I don't know.
Hashtag folks be fouling.
Yeah, I think I've gotten to the point where I do see the value I see the value in pressure on the ball more now than I used to, but I do. I guess in terms of overall team defense, especially with the game being so post centric, I do think being able to protect the rim is a major thing. And interestingly enough, we were talking about Kennedy Cambridge. That's the biggest issue to me with Ohio State is they don't have a lot of interior defense. So they need the pressure on the ball. They need somebody to deny the ball getting into the paint to keep them in games a lot of the time. So yeah, I think it depends. But the fact that you can essentially anchor a defense as a perimeter player is very impressive to me.
Yeah, I think the being such a good rim protecting big and that your guards have the confidence to say, I can gamble on this or I can be extra aggressive knowing that I can funnel this. Like I know UCLA is like, if this nigga by me, they gotta get by Lauren Betts. And it's just like that is a beautiful feeling to have as a perimeter defender. Is like I can be extra aggressive and uh potentially even do some bullshit if I really wanted to. Like I can reach for if even if I don't have to, I can gamble. Like because at the end of the day, I got Lauren Betts behind me. Like
Yeah.
that means a lot. That is a lot more freedom. But and I think that's also why I really appreciate like Hannah because I don't think she really like got that. Like she just do that off her own strength of will.
She don't. That is a credit to her defense. She also doesn't have. She hasn't. I don't think really had anybody pressuring the rim. So yeah, which I think makes what she does a little bit with her and Kenny does really impressive because they kind of have to. For as much as they play in transition, like you kind of have to do that. So yeah, I get it. I understand the Hannah, and we'll talk about ACC specific awards in a couple of weeks, but which I think this one is going to get really interesting. But yeah, I think it'll probably. I don't see them allowing Sarah Strong to sweep. I feel like this award is going to go home with Lauren Betts. If not Lauren Betts, I do think Hannah will be a close second. But I think we'll have to see how it continues to play out. But I do think it's going to go home with Lauren.
I might be going Sarah Strong again. I would not be surprised to see her win it to see her win both awards. But we will see.
I said Lauren's stats. Well, I guess her total stocks. She has more stocks this season. Am I doing that math right? 3.8. Oh, I guess she had more last season. So maybe not. I think she won last year too, though. So
I think she did win. I think she did win it last year.
I'm pretty sure. I think she did too. Because I don't want to say it was a consolation prize, but it kind of was. Because I feel like Juju won, and they were like, "We can't really let her." You know what I mean? Like they was going band for band. So she did deserve it.
It kind of felt that way. It kind of felt that way. But it wasn't like it went to somebody undeserving.
Yeah, she did deserve it for sure. Deserve it, but it was also kind of like, she didn't get that. We're gonna give her this. You know what I mean? Like she deserved this. So we're definitely gonna let it lean her way, which I'm fine with. Let my sister walk away with a little something in her pocket.
Yeah, she did win it last year.
Okay.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. What do you think?
Oh, what were you? What were you about to say? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. We can.
No,
I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say All Americans, but we can do Coach of the Year first.
Oh, I was gonna skip the game of the week. So anyway, Coach of the Year probably Gino.
Yeah,
probably Gino.
It's just, and I know it's just like, oh, am I just gonna pick UConn for everything? But it's just like,
It's definitely good.
Let me ask you this: if Vanderbilt does not lose another game, are you giving to Shea Ralph?
Shea Ralph has as good of a case as anybody does, I think.
I think if she finishes, I said this about Michaela Blakes too. If they finish top 3 in the SEC, I can very well see Michaela Blakes getting Player of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, and Shea Ralph winning Coach of the Year. Because that's almost too compelling to skip over. And it's not even like a big brain. We got to think real hard about it either. Because, sometimes they do that.
Yeah, I honestly feel like, and I know that I believe next week is when we get into SEC awards.
Yeah.
They're probably my picks right now.
Probably. Yeah.
If I'm not trying to think about it too hard, but I feel like they are. Like I'll parse through it more when we get to it, but I think so.
I think she has a compelling case, but I don't know. There is definitely contingent on them winning though. And they have a very rough schedule ahead.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
So I feel like Gino's like the natural answer. I mean, it's always Dawn always makes a good case. Kim has a case.
Yeah, it's always not to say that like there are
Corey
just like
Close. I forgot her.
Corey Close. It's not to say that there's always an option that we can go to, because it's like there's just like 4 or 5 coaches that are always in the running regardless of the year because of how good their programs are, and rightfully so. I mean, you built that program to be what it is. You deserve that. But yeah. Do we have 5 All-Americans, or are we going to game of the week now?
Do you have 5? Sarah, Michaela,
Lauren. I'm going.
It's like I want to give it to Hannah, but that was so bad. But she kind of does deserve to be All-American, I fear.
So okay. So I'm going Sarah Strong, Michaela Blakes,
Madison Booker,
Lauren Betts, Madison Booker.
Are we sure?
I think so. Okay. I would say so.
Okay.
And I'll give it to Hannah Hidalgo.
Okay. I think I might go Joyce over Madison.
Okay.
Man, I wish that Iowa State did not have that big ass skid, because
she's definitely gonna make the. I don't think they can leave her off. You could have been points per game. I don't think they can leave her off.
No, she's the leading scorer in the country. She's going to make an All-American team.
Yeah, she's gonna be like second team for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. First team if they weren't so nasty, but they have to give my girl the award. I fear they do have to give her the award. They do have to add her to the list.
I'm assuming that second team is gonna have AZ on it.
I respect AZ.
Yeah, I would say so.
AZ, Audi.
Let's see. Who would be on my second team?
Kiki Rice?
Yeah.
Or Gianna.
Also, I would have to have Joyce on mine since she wasn't on my first team. She would have to be second team.
Kiki. I kind of like Kiki Rice for it.
Olivia Miles.
Ooh. Well. Yeah, I think she'll have the numbers. She'll have the numbers. I would have to respect that, honestly.
Yeah, nah, Olivia Miles should be there.
Yeah. I was like, does anybody from Iowa get there? But I don't know. I feel like they've
Would
kind
it
of
be?
been
Would it be?
too up and down-ish for me, for at least numbers wise. Most of the time it's chit chat, but I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What other teams? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go around the world.
Rory.
Who?
Rory
Rory
Harmon.
Harmon.
That you said?
I think Rory's cooked. I don't think Rory gonna make that.
I don't think so either. I'm afraid.
Medina get right. She might make it.
She can. She can get there. Jelani Cambridge.
I was thinking about Jelani too, but I don't know. But I was thinking about her.
Maybe.
I feel like everybody we've pretty much named has been pretty good.
Yeah, that's like a little short list. I mean, I know we rattled off like 15 names just then, maybe more than that. But
yeah, I feel like those are probably our contenders for sure.
We set enough names to where we can't be wrong. That's the goal. So then we could be like. So then when the list comes out, we could be like, "See, we told y'all they was gonna make the All-American team."
Chop it up to just say the names that made it.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. a little dart throw. Ain't never hurt nobody.
Okay. Game of the week.
Yes. So, game of the week was a blowout. However, we still have a lot to get to because South Carolina was coming off of an OT loss to Oklahoma, and Vanderbilt came into this game undefeated. The first thing I want to get to is South Carolina switching up the starting lineup and going all in on putting pressure on the ball, and because they went with Joyce Edwards at center to start the game, and I thought that was a nice little wrinkle. Obviously, it ended up working out for them because they were able to force a lot of live ball turnovers, especially in the first quarter. Vanderbilt really struggled to get settled and get their offense running. And it seemed like that was kind of the point of emphasis for South Carolina going into this game. And it ended up kind of ending the competitive portion rather quickly.
That was a great way to put that. Yeah. Might have to start using that. These are the type of games for me. Well, I guess I was like, why so? In my head, I'm so like, South Carolina is championship or bust, and again, and it's not because I feel like their window is gonna be closing soon or anything. It's just like I feel like the games where they're bullshitting, they either lose a close game or they win a close game. But when they for real, they be beating the shit out of niggas. Like the fact that I feel like we were watching them versus Oklahoma, and we just kept talking about how these niggas was bullshitting. And the game went into OT, and they could have easily won in they could have won in regulation had they not fouled, because then they fouled somebody at the end of the game or something like that, and they made 2 free throws, and that's how it went to OT or something like that.
No, Reagan Beers got that putback because Joyce.
Oh yeah, had they got a rebound,
that's right,
they would have won an ugly ass game where they did not play their best ball at all, but they still would have beat the top. And again, I understand it's hypotheticals, but then they come out against Vanderbilt and they're like, Don ain't lost 2 straight games in damn
239 attempts.
Bruh.
239 attempts.
Them niggas was serious, and they came out And ain't nobody made Vanderbilt look like that all year. Like Vanderbilt has played other top teams, and nobody has made Vanderbilt look like that all year. So it's like that is why that was all I could help thinking about. It's like, damn, these niggas are really good when they're serious.
You know, it's so funny that you started with the like not championship or bust, because I mean we talked about last week. That's why I was like, I don't feel like they have it because they never put it together. Like sometimes they good, sometimes they not. But this game, this Vanderbilt versus South Carolina game is the exact like this is what I was looking for y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have played 22 games at this point, and this is your best work. Like this is like hands down your best work. And I think the thing about it that is so it moves me is that they played the entire first half without Raven Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
You put up South Carolina put up 55 points without Raven Johnson on the floor. And that has been my point of contention with them, because when Raven's not on the floor, they start looking like they ain't never played basketball before. And it's like, y'all don't have to act like that. Y'all don't have to act like that. Y'all shouldn't be acting like that because y'all know each other. Y'all should know each other better than that. So for them to play that way without her for basically the whole first half, and obviously, you know, she got her numbers and she did exactly what she needed to do in the second half, especially with defending Michaela Blakes. But like, they very clearly like got serious. And I think it's so funny because when we were texting about the Oklahoma game, and even I was scrolling Twitter, like they were playing so bad and everybody was like, okay, South Carolina about to lock in. Like I saw multiple tweets of people and me are like, this shit fake, like South Carolina gonna lock in. And they just never did. And so it's like this version of South Carolina that we saw against Vanderbilt is like the one I think that everybody sees in their mind. And if this is who they're gonna be going forward, I love that. I kind of need that. Agat McKeer, like, her early defense was so good. Tessa,
I'm very big fan.
Tanaya Latson, the girlies have stopped the conversation about whether Tanaya Latson should transfer because she had 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists against a number 5 team. She did it, guys. She did it. She played well against a top team. Medina Okai got her juice back, bitch. I said, okay, like,
Hey, what one of y'all say? She said she'd never come with a bench again.
No, that lady looked like she never want to see the bench again, and I respect it. I mean, look, and that's how you have to play every time. Like they can't be dragging their feet. Maddie McDaniel, she like the numbers don't look good. Well, she got 4 assists and 2 turnovers. That's pretty good. 30 minutes in her game. That's how you know she was running that offense. Like I'm like so impressed with the way that they played. I don't know. Twins got to lock in. They got to lock in the rest of the year. Yeah, because obviously now they have like a standard that they have to meet, right?
Medina having 5 steals. It's like,
bruh.
Yeah, she did a thing.
I just hate that. It's just something it makes sense with their roster construction, and it's just something I didn't really pay attention to until it was said on the broadcast. But when they were like, I think when South Carolina had 5 threes in the third, and they were like, "Well, South Carolina only averaged 6 threes a game." It's like,
but the thing is, they just don't shoot a lot of threes. Like Tessa shoots a lot of threes. The team does not shoot a lot of threes.
That's for me. That's really every team is not perfect, and there's always going to be flaws. But I feel like that to me, the fact that they are able to do what they do with the minimal floor spacing they have is honestly incredible.
To be fair, to South Carolina, they've kind of always been a post-centric offense.
Yeah.
And that's why Tessa Johnson has been so valuable as she's progressed and developed, because when you run a post-centric offense, if you have a post player that's looking to pass out once they pick up the double, you got a spot up shooter that's out there open. And that's what makes Tessa Johnson so valuable to this team, her ability to capitalize on those catch and shoot opportunities.
Hell, that's why Tahina was so valuable the 2 years she was there, because it's like y'all need that.
Right. Real bad.
Also, but, I think that's part of why, and I know we just talked about the Taniyah Latson conversation and why she chose to go there. She didn't go there to lead the country in scoring again. She's done that already. She went there to see if there is an opportunity for me to get to the next level. When I'm at the next level, I might have to scale down. What does scaling down for me look like? What does it look like when I can't get to my driving lanes every game? What does it look like when I have to take catch and shoot opportunities? How can I be impactful on the defensive end? Can I play the passing lane? She had 2 steals in this game. Can I have active hands defensively? Can I stay in front of my assignment? What reads do I need to make on offense? How can I relocate off the ball if somebody else is bringing the ball up? How do I put myself in position to either get a shot up or to make a play? And I think those are the valuable things that you pick up by coming to a program where the team is not built around me. The team is built to win a title. But as a cog in the machine, what do I look like?
Which is why we need to let this Joyce is letting, I mean, not Joyce, Taniyah is letting her draft stock go down every time she does not perform well, I guess, or box score well at the very least. Like, she's figuring things out and learning, because when she gets to the W, more than likely, because 90% of the players in the league aren't, she's not going to have the ball in her hands all the time. It is a very, very few selection of people that are automatically going to be having the ball as much as they need to, as much as they want. Like, there's like 1, max 2 people on each team that have the ball in their hands as much as they want. She's probably not going to get it as much as she wants, regardless of how gifted of a scorer that she is. Her learning what she needs to do to contribute when she can't score, or she's not scoring, or when she doesn't have the ball, is so valuable to her in the long run. And GMs know she can score. Like, again, she scored, she led the country in scoring and averaged 20 plus all other years of her career. Like, they're not just about to magically be like, oh, I guess she forgot how to score. I guess she's going 9th now. Like, it's just not how this is gonna work. I'm sorry to tell you.
Also, I say let her fall. Tahina fell.
Well, we see how that worked out for somebody.
Hey, she can fall to Vegas.
See,
so greedy on this pod.
See, it gets to a point.
It gets to a point.
She can fall to Vegas.
Don't piss me off, guys. Don't piss me off. On the Vanderbilt front, and I think it was something. It wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny. Where Shea Roth was like, "My team looked like they never played basketball before. Like, they looked so scared." And I'm like, "They did. Like, Vanderbilt did look. They did look a little like, what do I do? Like, that second quarter was their best quarter. They scored 28 points. I think that was the quarter that Michaela Blake's got going. But every quarter after that, like 16 in the first, 12 in the third, 18 in the fourth. And I think What am I saying? The person who shocked me the most not playing well is Sasha Washington, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because like I feel like if she doesn't really do anything else, she tries to get on the board and she tries to like make the plays to kind of keep them in it. And I feel like she kind of disappeared a little bit. Like it said she played 20 minutes and she only had 5 boards. And it's kind of like I don't think she's had another game this season where she's played more than 20 minutes and had less than 5 rebounds. Like I think this might be her season low in terms of minutes. So I was kind of like side-eyeing. Obviously, too, they needed a lot more from Aubrey Galvin. She's had a couple of big games previously. And she just wasn't prepared. I don't know. I don't even want to say it's like a lack of preparation. It just, it definitely felt like she didn't get all the looks that she has previously gotten either. And I don't even think she has like a slow release or anything. I just think that it was just the ball pressure was just that high, I guess, for lack of better words, where I feel like it was hard for her to get some of the same shots she would have normally taken or she's taken in the past couple of games. So that was I think they'll shake it off, obviously, but it's something to note.
I do think the South Carolina coming out with a 4-guard lineup did kind of spook them a little bit because it felt like they were like, okay, we're not going to have somebody playing off. Because we got because that's what the jumpers a lot of the time is what keeps Vandy in the game, as well as the boards from Sasha Washington. So the fact that they didn't have either really going in this game, I mean, they did shoot pretty well from 3, but they didn't. To me, when I think about what I will call the anatomy of an upset, one of the things you got to do is you got to bomb away from 3. Especially with a team that's so aggressive on the glass, you got to get 3s up. And Vanderbilt took 25 threes to South Carolina's 17. If you're going to upset a team, you got to take more than that.
Which is crazy. You got to take more than 25 threes.
And I think what really hurt is the fact that they shot 44% inside the arc. Because 12 for 25 from 3 is
that's kind of easy. That's good.
No, that's excellent. You can't shoot 16 for 36 inside the arc.
Yeah.
And you see where it comes from. I see Sasha Washington was 2 for 5. Michaela Blakes was 6 for 17. Aubrey Galvin was 2 for 5. So that was really the issue for them because they couldn't get even with South Carolina going more aggressive on the ball with defense and pressuring outside the arc, they couldn't get their shots going inside the arc either.
Yeah. And now they have to play their next game, Ole Miss. They play Ole Miss on Friday. Then Florida, then Kentucky, Oklahoma. Girl. Girl. Good luck to them. I do expect them to bounce back. I would not be shocked to see them. I don't know, because Ole Miss, this is a big game for Ole Miss. And this is just a moment for them to get serious. So I don't even know what to make of it. But I could see them Low key, I can see them beating Oklahoma and
They
Kentucky.
they can't. Like, this is a tough schedule spot for them, but I think they are correctly ranked as one of the best teams in the country, and I think this is like not to say that not to say that this is going to be like an undefeated stretch or anything, but I think they can put together a pretty solid showing with this stretch of the schedule.
Yeah. They got to play Kentucky twice. Yeah, I think they could. I think they can finish out pretty strong.
I do have to say, on also on the Vanderbilt front, I do have to give a lot of credit to Michaela Blakes because although, uh, like Jermaine said, Shay Ralph might have said the rest of them look scared. Michaela Blakes looked kind of like she looked kind of comfortable for the most part. I mean, if you look at the game, she shot 9 for 24, but if I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like she was shooting a pretty decent percentage before the fourth quarter. I feel like the fourth quarter, especially towards the end of the game, I remember she was just shooting shit because they was down by 30. So it was like, I might as well shoot this. But at one point, she had like 20, and it was on a decent percentage, and the rest of the team was shooting like shit. And it's like, you could very obviously tell she doesn't get rattled very easily. I mean, that is the FIBA America Cup MVP. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody know, like, she done been through the fire. And I feel like most of these girls just haven't in a similar fashion. And playing a top two, ranked top two team in the country um, is like a really big deal. I mean, Vanderbilt has played some good teams, but you don't play a team as good as South Carolina very often. And so I can imagine that was a shock to a lot of them. I mean, the only other ranked teams they played this year is LSU and Michigan, and they won by 4 and 3. So, and the rest of the teams they played were unranked. So, for them to play South Carolina now, it's like I'm sure that felt crazy. And you're playing at home. You playing them
Yeah.
in South Carolina. Like I could imagine your controller and your screen shaking a little bit. Like I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Stadium Pulse.
I know that stadium post was rocking every.
And no, no, literally, I feel like after that first steal, a got, like, I'm like the TV, like you can hear it through the TV. Like I'm scared for you. Like, I
But
don't know, girl.
you playing a South Carolina team that has not lost back to back games in 200 or something. Them niggas have not lost back to back games since like 2018. Like I know Don was like, y'all better not.
Like, but I think the worst part is that like it's a loss that they like shouldn't have lost. You know what I mean? Like if it was like, maybe UConn from last year, it's like, I like this team they just was better than us.
Yeah.
No, like y'all could have got if y'all had got serious for 5 minutes, it would have been different.
I
But
think had they beat Oklahoma, this game would have been within 2
it might
points.
have been closer. I agree.
But
I agree.
because they lost to Oklahoma, it was like, oh nah, we gotta get
Nah.
right. This nasty.
But I was saying that like you do have to like teams do be needing to lose for the plot. Like UConn last year had to lose to Tennessee because had they not lost to Tennessee, I don't think they go on the run that they went on. Like they had to look in the mirror and be like, "Girl, we lost to Tennessee." Absolutely not. Like I think that in that moment it changed some in their brain, and I feel like you got to do that. And this was South Carolina. We gonna see if it hold, but like the Oklahoma loss was kind of South Carolina. Like, girl, we lost to Oklahoma. Like a team that we lost to Oklahoma. Like, I don't know. That's not the one we should have lost to. Like, we'd have played Texas twice, sisters. I don't know. We shouldn't have lost to them. It don't feel right. It don't. The numbers not adding up. That's not when we should have dropped. So I feel like that they did need to lose though, because they really did need that reality check. And the crazy part is I feel like everything that people have been complaining about the players not doing, like the lack of urgency, like Medina looking afraid, Joyce not rebounding or passing. Joyce not passing. Joyce had like
she had like 6 assists last game.
You gonna say what, 6 too many?
No. Hey, if it's anybody that I will be like, damn, you probably need to get that bitch up.
Bro, Joyce, no, because we got to look at the game. Joyce had 6 assists, no turnovers.
Yeah.
Well, she had one turnover.
One turnover.
Every other game for the past 4 games, she's had at least 3. She's had at least 3 turnovers. Like, that kind of drop for tougher competition is crazy. It's crazy. So you knew all she needed to do was lock in. Like, Tanaya being aggressive and continuing to take, like, finishing, like she knows she could. Tessa Hunter, like, all the things that we were like, yeah, they do this, they'll be good. They all just did it on the same day. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like God was playing with us. And don't do that no more. It's not cute.
South Carolina be beating a lot of teams, but my agenda is about to start is that if I'm looking at Joyce's game log, every time she gets 6 assists, they whoop the other team's ass. So I think we need to start pushing that. Maybe she need to go ahead and get her 6 assists in the first quarter, and then
get them out of the way.
Get them out of the way, because when they played Duke, they won 83-66, and that game was closer than that. I mean, the score was closer than that game was. And she had 22, 6 and 6.
And I feel like the games that she passes, she scores better. Like, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but her offense is way better, bro.
I feel
North Carolina Central, she had 25, 10 and 6. And then, of course, this game, she has 16, 7 and 6.
I feel like when she's a willing passer, teams have to guard her differently, if that makes sense. Yeah. Because it's like we talk a lot about South Carolina and their relative lack of spacing. Playmaking is a way to create space. Even if your offense is not putting up a bunch of threes, if you're spacing the floor, you can space the floor by moving the ball. So I think Joyce being a willing passer does make her a better scorer also, because it changes the way the defenses have to cover the rest of the floor, which changes the way that they cover her. Like, she might see single coverage more often. She might have an open driving lane more often.
And I feel like that open driving lane is what she's always looking for. Like, she's always ready to put the ball on the floor. It's like, sister, just take a little second, little scan the room, and then make a move. Which obviously, if she's passing the ball, then she's doing that. She has a moment to, like, think about what she's about to do before she just do it. But yeah, and then
All right. Last week, when we talked about our demon of the week, we were split, and this week, we had a demon to make a return, and fortunately for them, unfortunately for the bit, they have graduated from Demon Academy as they are now ranked. But them Georgia Bulldogs, y'all showed me something, and I could not be happier for y'all.
I'm trying to find it. How can I find a box score? I'm tripping.
Let me see.
Oh, they beat Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember the game now. Girl, Kentucky. Embarrassing me. But shout out to Georgia because they got that lead and said, we're not coming up off it. We're not coming up off it. Y'all make a play, we gonna make a play. Y'all miss a shot, we gonna miss a shot. We just gonna do everything that you do. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do.
I mean, that ass. It worked. It worked. It worked. That fourth quarter, like, listen, man. Danny Carnegie had 19 points and 8 assists on 2 turnovers. The lady is hooping. The lady is hooping. The lady is hooping.
The only reason I didn't pick her for player of the week again is because doing it in back-to-back weeks is kind of wild. Kind of wild.
Man, listen.
But I was thinking about it.
I was too.
I started thinking about how we used to do top performances in the W, and I'm like, damn. Sometimes it was Asia every same niggas every week. So I'm like, maybe we can't. Maybe I shouldn't hold this too much against them.
Hey, look, okay. No, really, all credit to Georgia. They've won. What is that now? They've won 3 straight. They've won 3 straight, beating Kentucky, Arkansas, and Ole Miss. They play Alabama tomorrow. So if they win again tomorrow, like, I don't know. We might have to demon them week anyway because that's still an upset, y'all. Like, I don't know. Y'all, they weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's funny because they ranked ahead of Bama, but nobody felt like this Georgia team would be in this position right now.
Georgia might be the only 2-time Demon of the Week we get for the rest of the season.
Coming off win against, they won 3 straight, and 2 of those wins were against Ole Miss and Kentucky. Like, if there is to be a 2-time Demon of the Week, that is how you do that.
Yes, it's seizing your opportunity because Ole Miss ain't get off the bus and Kentucky figured out how to play basketball. And you said we didn't do neither one of them. We own that. And to be Kentucky at home, girl, you was on the road.
Yeah.
We had a 3-way tie last week. Georgia solidified it again this week, and now next week. So far, it looks like our contenders are Iowa State and
I can't pay attention to them right now. Unfortunately,
Iowa State and Utah. They have
Utah, girl. Another upset. I said, "Oh, y'all want to be a serious basketball team?" The Lady White agenda, bro.
They beat West Virginia.
Yes. Late in the night.
Yeah, I went to sleep on that game.
Are we making?
I saw the score and I was like, we'll see.
Washington did beat Maryland. Are they eligible?
UW is ranked, but like that is an upset though. Beat like Maryland, and Maryland was at home.
We'll have to discuss. We got to see who else.
Xavier Sellers had 38 points.
Oh.
38.
We might be able to put a team as Demon of the Week, but she might be Demon of the Week. Like as a person.
she might be a demon individually.
High key, look. She earned it. She earned every minute. 38 points on 15 and 32 shooting. She hit 5 threes, bro. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. We gonna ignore them turnovers.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
I'm gonna close my eyes to that.
She had 6 assists. It's okay.
48 minutes.
Oh, she played
damn near the whole game.
Yeah.
If Ole Miss beats Vanderbilt, could they be demons? I know these teams are ranked, but I'm also thinking about really big jumps.
Honestly, yes, because the bit of them, like honestly, yeah, I might have to allow it.
Well, they'll at least be in consideration.
We will consider them. We in fact will
There'll be
consider
a
them.
consideration.
I'm trying to think of teams that I can see being Demon of the Week. Like
In the coming
who is,
week?
in the coming week, like who?
Let's see who playing tomorrow.
Wake Forest. What do you have for me?
I mean, if they beat UVA, low-key it is upset because
No, I'd be okay with that. I'd be
Now
okay with that.
Wake plays Duke on Sunday. I gotta see how they get down.
Okay.
Duke.
If Boston College beats NC State, upset.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Mississippi State could beat Tennessee.
I feel like we get an
upset.
upset. I feel like we get an upset tomorrow, y'all. I don't know who, but I feel like we get one.
Michigan, Indiana trap game.
That's what I was looking at. That's the one I was looking at. Indiana's at home too. I didn't want to say what game, but it's that one. I was looking at that one.
A low key though.
We might should have had.
Serious. Stanford could upset Louisville.
Ooh.
We might have should have had
Stanford
Aliyah Chavez as Demon of the Week.
Who?
Aliyah Chavez. It should have been Georgia and Aliyah Chavez.
No high key, because
yeah, the Demon quarter.
Man, I know she hit that 3 in the corner, and I know that saxophone progressively got louder. Like I just know.
Brother, please. I'm trying to see who else playing.
Let's see.
In mid-major hoops, Fairfield and Quinnipiac play tomorrow, and neither of them have lost a game in the conference yet. So that could be fun. We shall see.
That would be an upset for Quinnipiac, all right? Because Fairfield is like, what's Fairfield right here?
I feel like Quinnipiac I feel like they've been better recently. I could be making that up though.
Let's see. Fairfield is.
They're both ranked on the mid-major poll, right?
They are. Fairfield is number 3, I believe. Why do I say I believe? Like I didn't make the damn graphic.
I think
Fairfield is number 3. Quinnipiac is number 17.
Oh, okay. Oh, because Quinnipiac is rising.
Katie Lamoureux.
Yeah, Quinnipiac is rising though. Okay. Yeah, I mean that is an upset for them. You're right. Might have to write that one down.
Jazzy Davison and Kara Dunn got something for me tomorrow.
Who you? Okay. Don't tell me. Let me go see.
Sure.
They got something. They got something. For
me. Okay.
Jay said we're getting an upset tomorrow. That's my pick.
We're getting an upset tomorrow. USC is at home.
Okay.
The anatomy of an upset, y'all. The anatomy of an upset. If you ain't gotta chuck threes, but you got to win the glass. Like there's multiple ways, but it's threes, it's attacking the glass, and it's winning the turnover battle. One of those. That's how you pull upsets off. You gotta do the unthinkable. That's how you become a demon, by doing the unthinkable.
So Sunday, Tennessee plays UConn, Alabama plays LSU, Michigan State plays Michigan, Wake Forest plays Duke, West Virginia plays Baylor, California plays Louisville, Texas Tech plays TCU, and Arkansas plays Kentucky. I can see Arkansas beating Kentucky.
No,
because Kentucky.
They better, if Kentucky lose their game, Kenny Brooks about to lose his job the same hour. I'm not even playing. Arkansas ain't won a game. Don't
Has Kenny Brooks won a game since he said they set women's basketball back?
I don't know. And you know what? He might have set his own damn team back making that comment. Oh
boy.
Illinois plays Washington and Nebraska plays Ohio State. So Sunday has a lot of
Bro, they've lost 3
Demon
straight.
potential.
Well, I guess he's only lost one since that comment.
Yeah,
But
one. Yeah.
if he lose to Arkansas, he need to be fired. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not even joking. He gotta lose his job same day. Because he's not being serious no more. Our game of the week, is it gonna be Iowa and UCLA?
That's what I was. Okay, so I was looking at UCLA, Iowa. Yeah, but 18-2. Well, I guess. Especially, I was gonna say depending on what happens to Iowa tomorrow, but I think it might be game of the week regardless. But we'll see.
I guess Baylor, West Virginia. I mean, we just did SEC. Who did we do before that? We did Big Ten. Well, I guess it was a crossover because it was Big Ten.
Yeah, because it was Ohio State, TCU.
And before that, it was SEC. So yeah, we do with the Big 10, Big 12 game. So either Baylor, the West Virginia, or UCLA,
or Iowa, UCLA.
But I feel like that was gonna be
or Michigan State and Michigan.
I don't want to watch them. Michigan, I don't. I'm not. I fear. I don't.
Michigan.
They serious child.
Last thing with the AP poll coming out this past week, as our research has shown, the Week 12 AP poll is the most important AP poll of the year because we researched going back to the 2007-08 season. Every team that has won the championship has been ranked in the top 6 in the Week 12 poll. And the top 6 in this week's AP poll were UConn at number 1, UCLA at number 2, South Carolina at 3, Texas at 4, Vanderbilt at 5, and LSU at 6. So, history tells us one of those 6 teams will be champions this season. Which team do y'all feel like is most likely to? I know technically it has to be at least 2, but which 2 do you feel like don't make it to the Final Four?
LSU and Vandy.
I kind of don't believe in Texas. Is that controversial?
See, I was gonna say, I low key want to say.
Actually, you know what?
I want to say Texas and Vanderbilt.
LSU be having plot armor.
I
just thought about that. Actually, I have to apologize.
LSU
be having some crazy plot armor.
Like, LSU be finding a way to show y'all now we cut like that.
And Jada Rashard has played some great basketball recently.
Great basketball.
It might be Texas and Vandy. I might have to apologize because LSU find a way. They find a way. I will slander them forever for their schedule. But them niggas find a way to be in some games.
Let me look at their bracketology real quick. Let me see what bracketology currently has them. They are. Excuse me. Baton Rouge. Here we go. They're currently a 2 seed in South Carolina's region. Obviously, that we don't want to come out like that. But I feel like South Carolina is the one team they cannot run it. I don't know, obviously, because they haven't played this season. Ooh. I don't know. I'm not even gonna put a definitive they're gonna beat them. But I feel like of the other 5 teams available, or the other 4 teams available, I don't think LSU wants to run into South Carolina.
That's like their kryptonite.
Low key. Low key. It hasn't. History says that's not a good run for them. And the year that they won the championship, they did not have to see South
They
Carolina.
did not play them. That's right.
So I don't know. If it currently stands, they're gonna be in that same side of South Carolina. I don't know if that's their best run.
That's right. If that's the case, then yeah, I agree. I will say,
and obviously this isn't not,
right. I will say, I think of the top 6 teams, I think, is it crazy for me to say I think LSU is better than Texas?
See,
no.
Even though Texas, I know that
it's not.
I feel like if them niggas played 100 games, LSU was gonna win 51.
I'll put it like this: I see a case for LSU being a better team than Texas.
I feel like but see, this is the thing. I feel like with LSU is like, if they get the lead, you might be cooked. Yeah. They get the lead, you cooked. But if they don't have that lead, then I'm like, girl, I don't know.
But see, the thing about Texas
is they the opposite.
It's like if the Texas offense gets stagnant, and we've seen Texas offense get stagnant, it can lead to I feel like that would play into the hands of a team like LSU.
I mean, but we see how that went for them. Their offense was stagnant the whole half, and Texas lost by 5. I'm like, and that's with no Aliyah Crump and Roy having the worst game of her life.
Yeah.
And it's like, how often at least is one of those things gonna happen? I don't know. Right? But I also kind of it's like, I don't want to bet against Texas, but at the same time, girl, you're gonna have to play your hand better. I don't know. Because you give LSU a little inch, if they feel like if they smell blood, you're done. Yeah. Because all it takes is for one of them to get going. And I think the thing too that's not weird, but the problem with LSU is that they need a Flau'jae or Michaela to consistently be their best player, and you just really never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I feel like the last time I watched the LSU game, the broadcast was like, when they're up in the 4th quarter, they don't lose. It's just like, it will make sense for it to be LSU and Vandy, but also, bro, LSU will crawl out of the deepest pits of hell and be in the Final Four. It'd really be on some call ambulance.
No, because
for me,
I can never get over their championship run. That lady missing for Utah, missing them free throws for Utah. Honestly, when she airballed those free throws, I said, "Oh, God is on you, LSU's side." They don't want to see them lose, because they really shouldn't have won that game. I think was that the year they played Miami too?
Was it? Let's see.
They had played 2 games where I was like, how did y'all get out of this? It's like y'all shouldn't have got out of both of these. I don't think y'all should have got out of both of these.
Let me see. Was that 23?
They might have played Miami the next year. Okay. Yeah, it was 23.
Okay. So they played Hawaii, Michigan, Utah, Miami, Virginia Tech, Iowa.
Bro, they was not supposed to beat Utah or Miami. They really should have won neither one of those games. And somehow they pulled them out. That's real. Like that's real. And they didn't have to go through South Carolina. That's real plot armor for real. They had a little something on their side ever since. Like last season, they got caught because they had to run into UCLA, who was mad that they lost the year before. So I feel like Lauren Betts had a little extra something on her chest that she was like, absolutely not again, sisters, not again. But this year I feel like they ain't really got no. They ain't really got no smoke. I mean, I guess they end up in UCLA bracket. That might be better for them because you know what I'm saying? It's a little extra energy.
Yeah, I think
there, and that gives them an
you
edge.
You think LSU could get UCLA? I think depending on
Not really.
See,
I don't see it.
I feel like they shouldn't. But
I feel like Lauren Betts would have to be terrible. But I don't feel like neither of LSU's bigs are like they're not Reagan Beers. You know what I mean? Like they're good players, right? But I don't.
You feel like not to say, but like you feel like that's the type of big that would give somebody like Lauren Betts trouble.
Yeah, because I feel like the thing with Lauren is like typically physicality. Like you rough her up and you kind of get her out of her shell. I don't want to say shell because that's not the right word, but like you get her out of her mind and then you can you know a little bit more malleable, right? But I also feel like she's kind of grown from that this year too. So and she started to take that midi. Like I don't really see it being. I don't really see anybody being able to really defend her, especially if Gianna Neepkins is knocking down shots. Like I will say to their defense, to LSU's defense, like it might get a little shaky for UCLA when they start pressuring the ball because Shirley Sledger-Walker has been sometimes she's a little turnover prone, and you can't be having that. And I think Kiki Rice has gotten better with the playmaking stuff too, but do you want Kiki Rice to be your primary ball handler, your primary playmaker down the stretch? I don't know if you want that for her.
Yeah, maybe more like a connective thing. But I don't know if this UCLA had that luxury. I don't know if they do.
And I mean, the numbers I think are on Kiki's side. But I do think Charlize Sledger-Walker has done a good bit of the playmaking.
Mm-hmm.
But Kiki's had some good games. She hasn't had less than. Okay, I'm lying. Oh, those are steals. I'm tripping. She hasn't had less than 4 assists since they played Tennessee. So that's literally like 10 straight games of at least 4 assists. And she's not real turnover heavy either. So, like, I don't know. Maybe it's working out in her favor right now. Maybe she figured something out. But also, like, UCLA is a team that can get hot out of nowhere. So they build up a big enough deficit. I don't know if LSU calls themselves can dig themselves out of it.
That's fair. If LSU and UCLA met in the tournament, I would pick UCLA to win that game. But anybody can get got. We see that every year.
Every year. But yeah, if I had to pick 2 that were not making the Final Four, I think I might pick Texas and Vandy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I might pick Texas and Vandy.
As long as South Carolina come out looking like they looked the last time I saw them, they shouldn't have no problem. But You know how things go sometimes. But it shouldn't be an issue for them.
It'd be like that. Before we get out of here, I just need to say Iowa State won another basketball game in the year 2026. And my demon had 33 points and 12 boards. 13 and 19 shooting. No threes. We might be back, y'all. We might be back. No Addie Brown. We might be back.
They said she got figured out.
Bro, watch the highlights on Women's Hoops Network. Posted her highlights. They was getting Audi off that block, and you know what Audi got that a lot of bigs don't? Footwork.
She does.
You gotta say whichever you want about my girl, but she know how to get to that rim. Okay, she know what moves she gonna make, and it's gonna be real decisive. and if she miss it, she likely gonna get her own rebound, cause she hate to miss around the rim. So they pushing her up the block. She the high hand, like I will be reposting those in the morning. That's how I'm gonna start my day. That's how I'm gonna start it. Jada Williams also 15 points, 9 assists, 1 turnover. The shooting splits is getting a little nasty, but hey, whatever it takes.
Go win the game. We can talk efficiency. We can talk efficiency after you win the game. If you lose, the efficiency talks is gonna be crazy. Mm-hmm. But if you win the game, it'll be like
we can turn a blind eye.
It's just like we can end it with, but
it's the same thing with turnovers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Audi Crooks didn't miss a free throw today. My girl is back. She is tired of the narratives. She's tired of the narratives. I'm proud, sister. I'm proud. I could almost cry. Genuinely. Let me see if anybody else up here that I need to shout out. Little Arizona State going crunch time. Both of them need that win, which is crazy. Bro, does this say Ali Zabel? Is that her person?
Oh, I just saw that.
Why this lady had 34 points?
34, 3 assists, 2 steals. She hit 10 threes.
10 threes is crazy. AZ Flood going through a little shooting slump. She'll see her way out of it though.
Oh no, she'll be fine.
My comment of the day is that I think y'all are being very strange with this BG and Aliyah conversation. I don't think anyone has to be jealous of somebody to be doing some strange shit. Y'all have turned this into a conversation that is confusing me. Like y'all have been like, oh, BG's not jealous of Aliyah. She has no reason to be jealous of Aliyah. I'm sure she's not. But also, there's no reason for to smack her in the face. Like, what are we talking about right now?
It's just like a.
And then the thing that pissed me off about her hitting her in the face is that she tried to act like she didn't do it. And the thing that make me madder about that is that if Aliyah Boston had did that shit, we would be seeing clips on clips on clips of somebody being like, she always fouling somebody and then pretending like she foul. Where are the clips for BG? Where she very obviously hit that lady in the face and then tried to like whatever, like that's not a foul. Bitch, you hit her clear, like you like mushed her.
This is my thing. It's just like I want y'all to stop. Y'all be handling these players with kitty gloves. These are grown women. Nobody's jealous of nobody. She don't like that girl. Does that excuse the way that she acting? No, it does not. But it don't, like, people always try to make something out to be more than what it is. She just don't like that girl. They don't like each other. That appears to be very apparent. And also it appears that BG does kind of go out of her way to do too much most of the time.
Every time, bro.
And it's like,
and
it is perfectly fine to acknowledge you doing a lot. Like it's okay to be like you doing a lot without it being like, oh, what is she? She must have something that you want. Maybe not. You might just be hating. But you're still doing a lot.
Like,
yeah, every action doesn't have to be like some super big indictment on someone's character, but also it is okay to be like, it's a little strange. Like, and then the thing that was really bothered me is that y'all talk about how much y'all don't like Candace all the time, and then y'all wanted to bring up like, oh yeah, Candace was saying like y'all just need to give the girls room to not like each other, and it's like, that's okay if they don't, but it don't got to be this. And also, y'all don't like that girl. Like, why y'all are bringing up Candace Parker now to help y'all in the argument, and y'all would not do this in any other context? Because again, if Aliyah smacked the shit out of BG, y'all would not be like, oh, it's okay, they just don't like each other.
Literally, we would not be hearing the end of the dialogue of how dirty of a player she is, when in fact you can kind of tell that Aliyah body language. I didn't want to say body language, but like Aliyah, when they was playing that game, and Aliyah realized she had to defend BG, she started trying to take outside shots because she clearly didn't want to deal with that lady. And the moment she had to go in the fucking paint, that lady slapped her in the face. Like, I was like, is you cool? Like, y'all ain't even been in the game with each other that long for you to do that. Like, nothing happened just now. Like, she hooked you hooked her low key, and then she got the foul. You got the call you wanted, bro. And then you go down and you do that. Like, come on. We would never hear the end of it if it was the other way around. And the fact that she even went on like Twitter threads to like reply to the comment, bro, like, you didn't need to get that off. Like, how you didn't get that off?
It's like,
that was
that's
really
weird.
Yeah,
that's weird. You're
like,
I hate to do the like you're 37, bro thing, but like I think the thing that make me mad about it is that you're 37 and you know where that lady lives. Y'all are in the same city. Y'all got the practice schedule. So if it was really smoke like that, if you really had beef with her, go fight her. She right there. Like, she is literally.
You know where that lady stay at.
Like, her room probably down the hall from yours. Like, I don't know why we doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either leave it on the basketball court, and you know what I'm saying, you got to be friends, but you're gonna get on threads to talk shit about the girl when she down the hall. That's loser ass shit. You're being a loser, and you should be embarrassed by that. You should be embarrassed by that, I think.
but yeah, my heart and mind is clear otherwise.
Oh yeah, my heart and mind is not clear because mid-major poll just came out, and my alma mater, Georgia Southern, has finally made their appearance. They are at number 20. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Eagles. I needed to get that off first. Now my heart and mind is clear.
They've been pretty in the Sun Belt. They've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, they are. No, they've been good. They've been good this year.
Oh, do you want to officially state that you were back on the Ohio State bandwagon after they fulfilled the duty of going 2-1?
I didn't. What's understood ain't got to be explained. We already here. We're already here. I told y'all. I made it plain. Yeah, I'm all the way back. I'm with y'all. Now. Y'all can disappoint me again, but for now we good. That Iowa game did look kind of crazy, but it's okay because I made a promise to y'all, and I'm a man of my word. So for now we good, and I'm with y'all.
Yeah, my team back in the green too, so I can't even slander them. Audi Crooks is back, bitch. We are getting on that All-American team immediately. And you better hope we don't win the Big 12 championship, because I might start an agenda about that National Player of the Year. You better hope. You better hope.
But yeah, my heart and mind is clear.
Same.
Well, this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jamae.